The last El Clásico for the season is here. And well, this may be a title-deciding El Clásico. For Barcelona at the Camp Nou, this could be a photo-finish season for them because all Barcelona needs to do to secure the La Liga title for the second consecutive season would be to defeat Real Madrid at Camp Nou. And what a way to be to do it at Camp Nou against your biggest rivals, and of course against your fellow title contender, winning the La Liga against Real Madrid at Camp Nou.
Well, it's going to be an interest. It's going to be a blockbuster. One thing is Madrid, they will not want Barca to actually win the title against them, and Barca will be looking, you know what, against Madrid, the opportunity to win the
run some salt on the wound. Make it special.
And if you look
celebrating title in front
of your rival, your PSS rival.
Madrid.
And if you are looking at the last 6 matches between these two teams in all competitions, Barca have the edge. They won 4 of their last 6 matches. They've drawn 1. They've lost to Madrid once. So it just shows that in history right now, it's kind of kind to Barcelona. Ever since Hansi Flick came to Barcelona, he has this advantage over Real Madrid. I think 2 seasons ago, he won all 4 El Clásicos they played in that season. So right now, it's looking like again this season, this might just be the El Clásico that might decide the title either for Barcelona or probably keep it on hold to the next week.
Talking about deciding the title, there are some players that are missing. Let's talk about the effect of some of those players. Number 1 for Barcelona, we have Lamine Yamal injured. We heard that Rafinha could be back, but let's say both of them are not available because as of this moment, both of them are still not available. We're not sure if Rafinha will be fit enough to play. So how do you think this will affect Real Madrid coming into this game? No Lamine Yamal, no Rafinha.
I don't think that should affect them. There's always a replacement. In a team whereby we have about 35 or 40 players, if 2 players are out, there will be a replacement.
Depending on, but are the replacement going to be as effective as those players? For example, now we've seen Rodri Baji, coming for Yamal at the right wing. We've seen Rashford sometimes, Femi Lopez sometimes, Ferran Torres sometimes. But if it ends Yamal, it cannot be Yamal. And if it ends Rafinha, well, Rashford tries his best, but
exactly,
it's still not Rafinha.
It might not be 100%, but they will still be coming in to make an impact. So, and at the end of the day, this team should not be based on one player. There should be a teamwork. With the teamwork and the replacement coming in, they should be able to get the actual result they needed. So 2 players, 3 players not in for the game shouldn't affect.
Okay, let's talk about Real Madrid. For Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe would be missing. Now, there are a lot of problems at Real Madrid right now. Just yesterday, we got news that Federico Valverde and Tchouaméni were involved in a serious fight in the training ground. It started from the training ground. It continued in the dressing room. It just feels like the Real Madrid camp right now is yam pepper scatter. Everything is
on fire.
They said Alonso lost the dressing room. This one, there is no dressing room. Everywhere is just like, you know what we usually say, the commandment that the Real Madrid players are using now is the 11th commandment. Do whatever you please. Because everybody is just doing whatever they like, whenever they like. Feels like there's no control.
There's no discipline.
Abelard
doesn't have say over the
Abelard doesn't have the control over the dressing room. We feel like the biggest players are bigger than him. They don't listen they don't respect him.
Things like this are meant to happen. When you sign a lower cadre coach, it will tell.
None of
do you think can happen maybe in the time of Ancelotti or Mourinho? It will. When you are signing a coach, signing a world-class coach, the coach that have gotten a brand name, record everywhere, any player cannot come and do anything with him. Can they do this with Carlo Ancelotti?
No, it was not like this during Carlo.
So that's just it. It shows Abelard is not up to the task. And all these players, they have that pride. So that's just it.
But then, how do you think this dressing room is able to come together? And then, of course, there is no Kylian Mbappe.
I think and prior to the fact that when they were losing games, the last 5 matches when Mbappe was not around, they played kind of played better than when Mbappe was around. So right now, it just feels like when there's no Mbappe, it's no problem. They have Vinicius Junior, and I think will most likely use likes of Brian Diaz as well. Even though he uses the 4-4-2 formation, 4-4-2 diamond formation, so he will most likely bring in Vinicius Junior and probably.
We saw the last game that Real Madrid played was Vinicius Junior who stood up,
scored
a brace, got a win for them.
So I just feel they won't have a problem when there's no Kylian Mbappe there. I think they have enough players to actually execute the game, but do they have enough players to get the win over Barcelona? I think that's where the big question mark.
How much of a chance does Real Madrid have in this game?
How much of a chance? If you look at it, in their last 37 matches in La Liga, they've won. They are unbeaten 32. So I think just 5 matches that they've lost.
So losing is not really the problem.
Yeah,
drawing sometimes is.
Yeah, I think this season they've when they are not playing very well. I think they've actually lost games when they are not playing very well, and they've drawn games as well. Games they have no business drawing. Games they have no like against Real Betis, they had no business drawing that game against Real Betis. Against Mallorca too as well, they had no business losing to Mallorca as well. So if you are looking at Madrid and you're saying, oh, it's El Clásico, this will give them fire. You don't know the Madrid that will turn up against Barcelona.
Definitely. Well, this particular Madrid looks disjointed and discombobulated. But then let's talk about predictions now. Let's talk about how this game ends. Who wins by what scoreline?
Okay, yeah, I'm giving it to Barcelona. 2-1.
2-1. So it's going to be close. So we're still going to experience an El Clásico because I'm already thinking maybe.
Because I'm seeing
maybe 4-0, maybe 3-0.
I'm seeing that a clash of the Titan.
So an El Clásico will still be an El Clásico.
Exactly.
Well, for me, in their last 11 recent matches, there has been a total of like 2.5 goals scored between both teams. And for Madrid, they have scored an average of 1 goal away from home in La Liga this season. That shows that they know how to score goals. And between these two teams, definitely goals will come in. But then, this is the Madrid side that they are a little bit low of confidence. Things are not good for them right now in the dressing room. So Arbeloa has to find a way to ginger them between now and the time they play. As I'm going with the Barcelona to win 3-1.
3-1 in favor of Barcelona. Well, Barcelona, can they do a double against Real Madrid? They already went to the Bernabeu, got a win earlier in the season. Can they finish it up at the Camp Nou and finish the title race? I guess we'll find out.